So thinking about doctoral training,
Mm-hmm.
what's your philosophy around that? What would you advise someone considering joining a PhD program or in a PhD program in education?
Well, education has become an interdisciplinary social science, and many of our faculty actually have PhDs in psychology or sociology or economics. So the field, I think, now requires, if you're going to do serious research, now requires a grounding in at least one of those disciplines, which means it's a bit more technical. The people who are studying how people learn often are looking at research and themselves came from very technical programs in psychology departments. The people who are doing data mining might have come from information science department, computer science department. The people evaluating these programs often come from an economics department or a sociology department. So I think that one of the really nice things about the way the field is evolving is that it's evolving as an interdisciplinary social science focused on public policy. And of course, in the interim, over this whole period I was talking, the whole field of public policy was created. And now there are many schools of public policy. And in some cases, people who do the same kind of studies we do are actually in a school of public policy because they, of course, have to cover all the policy areas, and education is one of the most important. So the training we provide is technical enough and discipline-based enough that students can have the skills to be continuous learners after they leave. If they have 40 or 50 years of a work life ahead of them, they need to have the technical background that will allow them to follow the new literature, follow the new interventions, understand the journal articles, learn what people mean when they talk about these kinds of programs and policies and interventions. At the same time, even though I am a quantitative sociologist, there's no question but that the qualitative dimension of the social sciences, which has always been particularly strong in sociology, in fact, sociology overlaps with anthropology, which has been mostly focused on qualitative observational studies. It's really impossible to know what's going on underneath the data without going out to the field and seeing what's happening. I mean, what's happening in these schools? What's happening in these classrooms? Who are the students? Who are the teachers? Who are the principals? What do they talk about? What do they think about? What do they try for? What strategies do they pick? Well, none of that is in the quantitative data about kids' test scores as they get older. So you really need that also. So this is why our school gives a sequence of courses in statistical background and training and methods and techniques, but also requires a sequence of qualitative research courses. And of course, qualitative research itself is changing. Most qualitative researchers these days use specially created software. And so it's really what we now call mixed methods, where you combine statistical evidence with qualitative observational evidence in order to fully understand what you're trying to study in the social world.
And, I think what's interesting as a sociologist is, as important as the methods are, there's all the sociological theory that kind of motivates and drives the work.